STAKK Nation, welcome back to the channel.
Champions, how you doing?
You know, Mark Cuban is one of those guys who, of course, is another wealthy individual here in the United States. One of those people that are just out there in the media.
I think it's a pioneering person. I think he envisions stuff and he takes advantage of it. He's a good risk taker.
I think that he grew a strong company, made some good money, and then became an investor. All right. Credit where it's due. But
for him to have taken advantage of the internet of the .com era and benefited from it massively, it's a good credit.
It is good credit. I'm not shaking that. He got that one. He earned that. But now we're in the crypto space.
Another innovation. New innovation.
Yes. And we're also in the digital age. The same internet that he took advantage of. And one of the things with the internet is that when you put out your thoughts on it, we can also put out our thoughts on it.
Yeah.
And when you put out your thought and we see that it's bullshit, then we could also be like, why are you putting out bullshit thoughts? It's not that we're automatically saying that these people are stupid, but we're just trying to analyze the situation. Is what you're saying really true? Or is it just intellectual dishonesty, as we've clearly seen with Kevin O'Leary? Okay.
I think it's a school of thoughts that I'm starting to see a trend of, is that many of the super rich attain their riches through either some level of dishonesty or
manipulation
or manipulating, where they tell you to stay away whereas they are buying, because that's the only way they can acquire at a much cheaper price. And it seems like maybe Mac might be doing that here, even though he has earned his money through some honest ways. But for him to maintain and grow that money, he's falling into that pathway of those other investors that talk with both sides of the mouth.
Listen, man. They say, show me your friend and I'll show you who you are. Or as the Africans would say, birds of the same feather flock together. Mark Cuban on this Coinbase crackdown situation, as you know, he probably, or maybe one of the reasons O'Leary could not get a seat in Coinbase is because Cuban is there.
Oh. Well,
you know, these guys look at themselves as competition.
They are competition.
Look at Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. If Elon Musk is going to an F1 race, Jeff Bezos is going to go there. The only difference is that Elon Musk is going to be on the winning end. And Jeff Bezos... These things happen. If you get it, you get it. It's power dynamic type shit, right? Now, obviously, it seems that Mark Cuban's horse is Coinbase. And the SEC is against this situation, which is going to be a Kevin O'Leary type of thing. Because
so Mark invested in Coin.
Exactly.
And I think he also invested in Solana and those guys.
Exactly. Right. And what's his name? Mr. Wonderful was doing the same thing, except now things have not gone his way, and now he's now using the regulator weapon now to come back.
Friends, yeah.
So now Cuban comes out saying that no one trusts the SEC, shockingly.
No, so
we're in agreement on something.
He is protecting his stuff.
Oh, he's right. There we
it's
go.
like SEC. That is O'Leary's friends. Again, the elephants are fighting, guys. We are just the grasses in the field.
Which you can see why someone would say this, right? Because if you look at things, okay, let me pull up.
They're looking at that and they're like, look at that damage, negative.
Right? Exactly. The damage is scrolling by there too. Now, before we jump into this thing, look at this tweet here from Ryan Selkis. If you know Ryan Selkis, right, Messerai.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Some serious digital data. You know, Messerai was actually a sub company of FTX too.
Dude, I know, man. Here's the thing.
I bought everything out, man.
At the end of the day, they were getting real money, though.
Yeah.
They were getting real money to make these things happen. Yeah. So if you could build your company on a scammer and now you don't have to pay back the scammer.
Yep.
Shit. Isn't that a free company?
Serious reports coming out of that company.
I don't know how those things work, but yeah. So he tweets here, he says, reminder, Gensler's SEC failed to catch FTX $8 billion fraud and bankruptcy. Failed to protect grayscale investors in the $8 billion investment impairment there.
And that didn't kill Bitcoin, by the way.
It did not kill Bitcoin. That's for sure.
And that was intentionally built to destroy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And it failed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, you remember back then, there was just so much stuff coming up. You remember there was one time when like there was just so many attacks on Bitcoin. Like every time we did a show, I was just like, yeah, let them do it. Let's see what happens. Because I was just like, I don't even know what to say anymore, man. I don't know. Like, why would you be doing that? So just go ahead and do it, and then maybe you learn that way.
Just
right?
Why fight when you can win-win? Adopt the technology.
Exactly.
Let's get this over with, vibe.
So please attack Bitcoin all you want. Huh? We're getting free shakedown. What can I say?
Hey.
Free testing every day.
Yeah, it is testing,
right?
For sure.
And the more you do it, then the more we know
that
that we're strengthening this thing. Because if you do it and something breaks, then we'll fix that. Right? Like Ordinals. Now we know that, okay, Ordinals will slow things down. We can now innovate, iterate to get better Ordinals.
You know what Ordinals proved?
What?
Eventually, all these altcoins could eventually wake up to the fact that there could be Bitcoin sidechains.
Thank you.
Because really, at the end of the day, the technology is the technology. You just need a rail to transfer the. Tron could be a sidechain for Bitcoin. You can move your Bitcoin faster, just like Lightning Network is a layer 2.
That is an interesting approach to look at situations. Double. It's almost like you're using your brain. It sounds like this is something that some people on Twitter could try instead of just getting on and just trying to argue with each other to all sound like I'm right. No.
Phantom went and switched to Ethereum. Why the hell? Why don't you just go to Bitcoin and do your sidechain over there?
Take a step back. Look at the situation that has happened. Analyze it. How can you apply it across? This is what Double is talking about right here, right now.
That's what Ordinals just proved. Literally.
But some people were online just crying about Ordinals like babies. No, stop it. We don't want to hear it. Whatever.
No,
get over yourselves.
They're basically busy over here now creating side chains. Like, okay,
Yeah.
all right, they themselves realize that it's too expensive,
Yeah.
so they're still going to use the Bitcoin blockchain, but make it a different layer.
But here's the thing: they did it, and then you see what happens. Then you iterate.
True that.
You improve on the basic situation.
Yep.
Bitcoin improved over time too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, they also failed to protect Voyager Genesis BlockFi borrowers.
Cool.
Right? And so it shows that, according to him, right? He's saying here that it's not that he's mean, it's that he's an incompetent, crooked cop.
It's crooked. They need to investigate him and Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful definitely needs to be
investigated.
investigated.
Those guys are doing some insider stuff there.
Yes, they need to be investigated for sure.
FTX, SBF, whatever his name is, was a good buddy of his. It was his mentor.
Yeah.
It's actually a family relationship.
I find it interesting as well that, the whole situation with Sam, it's kind of faded to the wayside. It's almost like they want you to forget about it, and then
boom.
You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden he can just gradually walk away and no one even hear about it, right?
Yeah.
But again, it's for people that have a horse in that fight. It is your mission to make sure that happens for yourself. I was not buying stuff on FTX, so I did not get rock pulled. I cannot fight your battle for you. It's the same thing like when I see like these woke white people who are trying to fight the black battle. Who asked you? Okay? If I do not care about my own matters more than you do, that's my problem. You cannot fight for, like when you see white people who are like hardcore Black Lives Matter, right? That is the same type of thing here. People who are in this space need to be able to organize and actually take to regulators and whoever else, especially in the crypto space, right? To show that they are serious about this crypto space and the regulators. The guys at the CEO of Coinbase, Binance, I love it. What they're doing is very powerful because they're really going toe to toe right now with the regulators.
Sticking to the objective,
absolutely,
decentralization.
So I think the people that are also very influential within the space of cryptocurrency, it's not my jam. I'm just a Bitcoin guy, right? Because for me, I look at a thing like Bitcoin is the ultimate, and all I need to do is just buy it.
But
do whatever you want.
Enough of the back and forth Bitcoin versus crypto stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like if you say you want to be decentralized, you so-called decentralized, and I'm the real decentralized. Right. How about we work together to fight these people that are trying to destroy the main objective? Eventually, you call yourself decentralized and you're not, will eventually come back to the real original stuff, which we're already saying.
Absolutely.
Which is what Cuban is saying here, is that, wait a second, I see what's going on. SEC is just BSing everybody at this point.
Exactly. And he's calling them out.
Yep.
So that is the battle. He's taking the stand to fight against something that is crazy. Despite the fact that he might have his own insider dealings, but he's standing for something that he believes in. That is what that matters.
Man. He's got to protect the
right?
stuff.
Unlike O'Leary, where he's lost and now he's just bitter and just trying to cause chaos everywhere. Right? Insane. Mr. O'Leary, you need to understand you've taken a massive L in public. We'll never forget it, sir.
But we did a video. We need people watching our channels, man.
Yeah.
So we did a video when the SEC was trying to change this definition of securities.
Oh, yeah.
Just put like this big old swipe against everything.
Broad blanket security situation.
There's a lot of illegal stuff going on in the U.S. government right now. It's just sad.
It's shocking. But you have to have hope. We'll revive. Okay, we'll come back to a certain situation. But I agree here. No one trusts the SEC. This is because the one thing that they're sworn to at least handle or enforce, they're not doing it. Right? They're supposed to be protecting investors. But I don't know, when was the last time you felt like you were protected as an investor?
Well, the reason why we're in one of the reasons that got us interested in the blockchain space was the fact that the markets were constantly being manipulated.
Right.
We could not exit. Like, we literally just did our research, folks, on AMC. Like, we were not even just looking at AMC. We were doing QS, AMC, GameStop, and a couple of just our regular research using AI.
Exactly.
We invested in it, not knowing what was going on with the old, what's it called? What are they called? The stunks or whatever they call them.
Oh, the short squeezes and other stuff like that was going on at the time.
Then, the trade went up. We were trying to exit, and next thing we know, it's the old total shutdown on Wall Street bets and everything else. And we're like, what the hell is going on?
You know what it felt like that day? Even though I missed this year, I was going to share this with you earlier. But for me on that day, it felt something like this, man, where you tried to cash out, but there was no cashing out for you, right? Let's see, we have Gary on the floor there, right? This is maybe down the line.
Hopefully,
when things start going, not so much to plan, and Gary Gensler starts getting the kickback. So we have Brian Armstrong there from Coinbase, CZ. Why is Vitalik even there?
Because it's a weekly. By the way, do you know that they just spilled the coin out of jail?
Oh, Do Kwon?
The coin was like FTX, man. This guy has put some money in some big government people's pockets.
No kidding.
Literally, they're like, yo, man, you're going to get a bailout. You can just walk the streets.
Well, actually, you know what's crazy? And it's crazy because that's the same thing we just said about SBF. They're just keeping it quiet and just trying to make people forget about it. And then who knows what happens after that, okay? But look, man, absolutely incredible. Nobody trusts the SEC. I agree with Mark Cuban on that one.
U.S. government institutions have been corrupted. We need a good clean out.
Exactly.
Not sure if that's gonna happen though.
Yeah, who knows? I think we don't even need it because governance. I've been talking to you about this idea of governance on Twitter. The true leaders of the world, man, big tech, thought leaders like who's the guy? No. Ellen.
Jack Ma.
No. That's Robert. Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, what's his name?
Thomas Sowell.
It's so old right now. It's like 99 years old or something.
Yeah.
I wish it was younger right now.
You know what's crazy? Larry Elder.
Yeah.
Larry Elder is one of those, and he's actually running for president.
Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, Jordan Peterson is definitely
JFK Jr.
Yeah. Elon Musk. He's going to be going down on Twitter, and I think that there's going to be a lot of governance by the people, for the people going on in that type of space. Well, final thoughts, sir, before we close this one out.
Man, I'm worn out by all this corruption in the system, bro.
We'll survive, ladies and gentlemen.
This is why we Bitcoin. This is exactly why. Because we take the power away from the people's end and we give it to technology. We give it to the mathematics to handle it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get the mind grid out of it.
Speaking of the mathematics handling it, okay? Mathematically, man, we would like more of you to subscribe to the channel. Because as we're seeing that they were rating the views and the subs are not, So please like the videos, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. Mathematically, we need more people to follow us on Twitter.
Yep.
Because it's incredible. Okay, it's also a better place because videos, that less censorship. We're going to be switching out Facebook. How do they call them again? Pedoville and Pedoville secondary over there. We'll be swapping them out and putting in Rumble. They're just certain things, man. You have to be able to hold on to your values, because if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. I'm sure you guys have heard that one.
They don't want you to hold your real value.
Yes.
And they don't even want you to have any value.
Exactly.
Do you get that?
Yeah, this is what they always say, right? Like when you think of like the Black Americans, like ADOS Americans, right? They say they strip them of their culture and their value, and so now they don't have. You know what I'm saying?
Even your money, which is also your value.
It applies across the board.
Everything values.
Exactly. It does not have to just be from a racial standpoint. It's across everything.
Even if you're Latino, white, whatever,
yes.
They want to strip
Listen,
everything.
when they strip your, like, religion is one of those things that they strip from us, right? Yep. And globally, that is one that when it's gone, it's gone.
And they still layers on you.
Exactly.
The ones that they themselves don't even follow.
Free knowledge we're dropping here. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Brazen out.
Champions! Double O.